only two parts. One is types of market economies, types of economies basically, and second is the supply side. Okay, so before starting, I always start my day or start my work with a motivational quote. So when obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. Means whenever you face any problem, you do not change the final goal which you have decided. Change the ways of doing the things. Okay, this is applicable throughout your life. Download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. Tell your friends, share it on the social media. You get all the updates of various banking exams plus study material plus live video lectures on this. You can also get the recorded videos. Okay, so we are starting with the CAIIB 2022 batch. This batch is targeting the June 22 exam starting on March 28 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'll be conducting the same. So BFM, ABM and retail, all the three topics are covered, and mind well, you will be through in these topics. Okay, importantly, on this for this exam you have a 80% flat discount going on for next 3 days. Okay, so you can avail this immediately, apply for this. Now how to apply for this, I've made a separate video. Go to Adda 24/7 app or on the website, click on JAIIB CAIIB, click on CAIIB, then you'll see my photo and a batch, English batch specifically. Click on that and put this code Y432. There you'll get the 80% discount. 80% means almost 1/5 out of 100. You are just giving 20 rupees, right? So let's start with today's topic. Today's topic, first topic is economies, various types of economies. Okay, basically there are only three types of economies. Basically, command economy, free economy, and then there is a mixture of these two, that is called as mixed economy. Okay, now let me explain you one by one. First, what is command economy? Command economy means everything is controlled by the government. Everything means your business, if you want to start, that is controlled by the government. There is something called as license Raj, which we had up to 80s in India. So everything is controlled by the government. Basically, this is a socialist type of economy. Many communist countries do have this economy. Okay, earlier USSR, then even China has it for some. Yeah, China also has command economy. Okay, so everything is controlled by the government. You can't start your own business, even a proprietorship firm. Okay, it's that simple. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of this? Basically there are many disadvantages. Okay, but there are certain advantages also. What are those? Here, able to act quickly in emergency, because everything is in the hands of the government, right? So government will be able to act quickly because it has the machinery. It provides everything for all the people equally, because basic purpose of government is to provide equally to all the people, right? All the population. So this will be the advantage, but there is a but to this. If the government is, many times what happens in socialist economies, the government being in total power, many of the employees become corrupt over there, and then this equality principle doesn't apply. Okay, so that's why command economies are always in a problem. Many, almost now or later, command economies are sure to shift towards free market economy. Okay, or mixed economy. So what are the disadvantages? Inefficient, no incentive to work hard or be creative. It's like this. See here, even the student in the class who's studying less will get the same marks as the one who is studying the best. Okay, so that's why, will the person who is studying best will he study later, or she study later? No, they'll say, okay, when I am also getting the same marks as well as the other person who is not studying is also getting the same marks, then what's the use, right? So this is a major disadvantage of the command economy. Secondly, it's inefficient. Why it's inefficient? Because everything is controlled by the government. If everything is controlled by the government, what would the common public do, right? So that's why it's inefficient. Then it's free market economy. This is the opposite side of command economy. Means what? Supply and demand influence the economy. Means government doesn't interfere at all in this. Supply and demand influence the economy. Government, what is the role of government then? The government only looks at the market economy or the economy from the gross level. It only looks at making the rules, that also minimum rules. Okay, then people act out of self-interest. Motive to for profit drives the economy. So free economy is better, but ultimate means if you go in the totally in the free economy, then also it's a problem. Why? See here, every type of economy will have a problem if not controlled properly. So what is the problem in free market economy? See here, self-interest means if I am the capitalist person, basically free market economy means capitalist economy. Okay, if I am the person with I am the holder or a businessman, what will I try to do? I'll try to maximize my profit, right? If in maximization of my profit, if some people suffer, then also what happens? Many a times the capitalist doesn't think of them. So there lies the problem. Okay. Then motive for profit drives the economy. Now this motive for profit will always, if it becomes a haste, then it's a problem to the economy, right? Because ultimately, if there is a profit maximization concept, in that case, what happens always? In that case, basically, some people, some part of the population always suffers. So that is a disadvantage of the free economy. So what should be the case? The case should be mixed economy. Mixed means some part of command, some part of market, free market or capitalist. So in what should be the case then? Always in exams, the questions asked are based on command economy. What is the command economy, or what is the capitalist economy, and what is the mixed economy? It's never asked which country follows what. Okay, but in mixed economy, the major advantage is the government doesn't control the business in totality. Like in India, in India we have the mixed economy. Command is in China basically. Free economy is in US. Okay, but remember, even though US has a free market economy, US government also interferes in the economy, right? Because that's why every country in this world will have a mixed economy either or command economy. Okay, ultimately command will shift towards mixed economy. Okay, so India has a mixed economy, so government takes some part in the economy process or economy stabilization. Okay, but it does not decide who to make the business, who is to start the business, who should not be given the license. It doesn't do so. In mixed economy, everyone, it's like a free economy but to a limited scale. Everyone can start the business. Government will just interfere if you make some lawlessness, create some lawlessness. Okay, then the extreme case of free market economy is laissez-faire. Now this question comes many a times in your exam. Laissez-faire, almost every 2 exams there is one question on laissez-faire. See, laissez-faire is an economic philosophy of free market capitalism that opposes government intervention. Laissez-faire is the end point of free market economy. There the government doesn't interfere at all. No rules, nothing. Then who makes the rules? Business makes the rules. But that is a serious case. Okay. So French term that translates to leave alone. Laissez-faire means leave alone. Let them do themselves. Okay. The underlying beliefs that make up the fundamentals of laissez-faire economy include the idea that economic competition constitutes a natural order that rules the world. So laissez-faire believes that it's a natural order. Means ultimately all the businesses who are competing with themselves will definitely try to give maximum to the population, to all the population. That is a concept, underlying concept in this. But in practical world, laissez-faire will creates a problem. That's why we generally in India or many countries, even in US, UK, they have a mixed economy. Okay, many countries do say that they have a free market economy, but no. Governments interfere when there is some problem with some part of the population. Okay, so see this graph will give you, and this picture will give you the major the concept basically. Mixed economies, see this, mixed are in between. Command economies on the left side, North Korea, China, Cuba, Russia. Market economy, Hong Kong, US, Canada, France, and India lies in between, mixed. Okay. Okay, here it is free enterprise. Okay, everything is controlled by the economy, but here license fare is the extreme part of this. Here no government interference is there. Okay, now let's move on to supply part. Yesterday I had taken demand schedule, all the demand curve. Today I'll be taking supply. Supply is defined as a quantity of a commodity offered by the producers to be supplied at a particular price and at a certain time. So what do you mean by this? See here, offered by producers. Who gives the supply? Always the producers give the supply. Now to be supplied at a particular price. So price is decided by the producers and at a certain time. Now the important part over here is, even though the price is defined by the producers, but in a market economy or in a mixed economy, the producers have to decide the price based on the competition. Means if some competition gives me some product for 10 rupees and I am the producer, I can't charge it for 20 rupees unless I have some additional benefits to it. Okay, so basically offered by producers to be supplied at a particular price and at a certain time. Okay, now there are two types of supplies: individual supply and market supply. Like we had the same thing in demand also, individual demand and market demand. Individual supply means what? It refers to the quantity of a commodity which a firm is willing to produce and offer to sell. Means individual firm. Okay, an individual supply schedule shows the different qualities of a commodity that a producer of a firm would offer for sale at different prices. So important part over here is like HUL, Hindustan Unilever. See here, offer for sale at different prices means basically Hindustan Unilever has 3 to 4 categories of soaps only. Dove soap is the highest one, and lower level then they also have certain soaps. Okay, similarly washing powders, they have higher level washing powder and lower level washing powder. So what does it mean? See here, in this supply, individual supply, this is a typical example of individual supply. Different qualities. Okay, higher level of soap will have different quality. Dove has a different quality than which you have in normal Santur or anything. Okay, so it refers, firstly qualities are different, and individual supply refers to the commodity which a firm is willing to produce and offer. Okay, market supply, now this is a combination of all the individuals. The quantity which all the producers are willing to produce and sell is known as a market supply. Now all the producers means what? Here it becomes a category then. Means category of rupees 10, all soaps, HUL plus other things, many of them are there. So category at 10 rupees, what all marketers or all the sellers are ready to supply. The market supply schedule shows the various quantities of commodity that all the firms are willing to supply at each market price during a specified time period. It's similar to that of the individuals. Here means what? If individuals here like HUL plus Godrej, let's consider only two examples. Both these companies are willing to supply a certain type of soap at rupees 10. Similar qualities would be there at rupees 10. Okay, nobody will give a Dove soap at rupees 10. Okay, so all the marketeers, all the sellers, even though the products might be different, but they'll always have a typical quality, similar qualities at a specific price. Okay, so market supply means what? All coming together and agreeing to certain price level for certain quality of product. Okay, now law of supply. If a price of a commodity rises, the level of quantity supplied rises, other factors remaining constant. Now this is exactly opposite to that of the law of demand. Okay, what was the law of demand? The law of demand was, if the price of the commodity rises, the level of quantity demanded will always decrease. That's why yesterday what did we see? The supply curve, the law of demand or demand curve always moves downwards, right? And supply curve is totally opposite to this. It always moves upwards. Why? See here, the reason is, if the price is, let's say, 10 rupees over here and 20 over here, and I am the supplier or I am the producer, so what will I try to do? I'll always try to sell more products at higher price, right? So that's the meaning of this. That's the basic logic of law of supply. If I am the supplier, if I am the producer, I'll always try to supply higher quantity of products at higher price so that I get maximum profit, right? So look at this now. Movement from A to B, from A to B. This is extension of supply. Means supply is extended by whom? Supply is extended by the producer or the distributor, means whoever the supplier is. Movement from B to A, reverse way, contraction of supply. Okay, so supply is reduced over here. Okay, got the point? Factors determining supply or supply function, means what are the factors on which the supply depends? So price of the commodity. Price of the commodity means if some price of any commodity falls, let's say earlier it was 20 rupees, now it has come to 5 rupees. If I am the supplier or if I am the producer, will I try to produce the goods now? No, I'll stop producing those goods. Why? Because the price has reduced, my profit has reduced, right? It's simple. Goals of the firm. Goals of the firm means what? Whether that firm is totally for profit orientation, means profit maximization. Remember, there are 2-3 types of firms always. Some firms not only look at the profits, but they also look at the general population, the benefit of general population. We can have the example of like Tatas in India. In the concept of Tatas is not only profit, but benefit of the population as a whole, right? So that is important. And there are certain firms who are only for profit maximization. Okay, so in that case, that's a problem. So that factor also determines whether the supply will be more or less. Okay, input prices means the goods, the raw material required. If the raw material rises, definitely my supply price will increase, right? State of technology, that is also important. As the technology changes, the process changes of making something changes. It generally, the advancement of technology generally brings the process making to in a shortcut basically, and it reduces the cost. So as the technology will increase, the prices of the goods of the same product will definitely go down, like the mobile, right? When the mobiles came in the earlier stages, when the means roughly 2000, not in fact mobiles came earlier, but in 2000 2005 to 10 the flat screen mobiles came. So the prices at that time were higher, but now what are the prices? They have come down. Government policies means whether the government is supportive or it is restrictive. So that is the point. Expectation about the future prices means if I am the seller and I expect that the price will go up in the near future, so will I sell it now? No, I'll keep it for myself, I'll stock it, okay, and sell it when the prices rise. So this is the concept of profit maximization. That's what I told you. Okay, prices of other commodities. Other commodities means what? Other commodities means competitive commodities also, means if I am selling the soap, what are the prices of soaps in the market? That's also I'll have to look at. And second is also the complementary products, means if I am selling the soap, then what are the prices of other things which are used in the bathrooms basically. Okay, so number of firms in the market means this is also very important. Number of firms, if there are many firms, I can't increase my price beyond certain level. Okay, so this is there are various types of markets for you in JAIIB, right? Monopoly, oligopoly, monopolistic, right? All these things. So if the number of firms are more, then I can't increase my prices. Okay, natural factor means what are the natural conditions of that place where the manufacturing or the supply is done. Okay, so movement and shift of supply curve. The quantity supplied of a commodity may change broadly due to two reasons. Here, there is a separate concept of supply curve and a graphs are there. This is similar to that of the demand. Just now I explained you this one, extension and contraction of supply. Same logic applies over here. Only here importantly for you is the from exam point of view is the reasons, the two reasons. When the quantity supplied changes due to the change in the price of that commodity, it is called as change in quantity supplied, or movement along the supply curve, or extension and contraction of supply, right? This is what just now we saw. changes due to change in the price. Okay, that is reason number one. Reason number two, on the other hand, when the supply changes due to change in other factors, price of the commodity remaining unchanged, then such a change in the supply curve, increase or decrease of supply or change in the supply, means such a change will not be the extension or contraction of the supply, because the reasons are different. So remember, the extension or contraction of supply or the supply curve will always be factored based on price and the quantity. Other factors that is not within the hands of the manufacturer. Okay, so these are the two reasons. So if in the exam the question comes extension or contraction of supply or supply curve, you will always focus on only 2 points. One is price and second is the quantity supplied. Okay, elasticity of supply. Okay, this is the last topic for today. Elasticity of supply is defined as a degree of responsiveness of a quantity supplied of a commodity due to change in its price. So this is typically related to reason number one. Okay, related to price only. So okay, now how is it calculated? Remember, we had that concept of interest elasticity in JAIIB also. So same thing is used over here. Interest elasticity and elasticity of supply are similar ones. Okay, so how are they calculated? See this: percentage change in the quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. Remember, it looks simple, but the formula is difficult. Percentage change in the quantity supplied. Now how to calculate percentage? Always remember how to calculate a percentage. Whenever you have to calculate a percentage, importantly, the denominator will be the original quantity. Okay, and change is per dq. Dq means what? It's given over here. Q2 minus Q1 means quantity 2, means suppose if I change the price from 5 rupees to 10 rupees, then definitely the change in supply will also be there, change in demand will also be there. We are now focusing only on supply side. So what will be the change in supply? I'll try to supply more as a supplier, right? So the quantity supplied earlier, it was, let's say, 10 goods. Now after increase in price from 5 to 10, I am supplying, let's say, 20 goods. Okay, so what will be dq then? Dq means Q2 minus Q1, later quantity minus earlier quantity. So 20 minus 10, okay, upon what is Q? Earlier one, 10. Remember, this is earlier one. Similarly, DP, percentage change in price. So what is that? That is also same thing, P2 minus P1. Earlier price was 5 rupees, so 5 will come in the denominator. And DP means what? 10 minus 5. Next price was 10, 10 minus 5. Okay, so what is the elasticity of supply in this case? 20 minus 10 upon 10 into 100, because percentage means into 100, upon 10 minus 5 upon 5 into 100. Whatever that answer will be, just find that. Okay, this 100 gets cancelled because it's upon this 100 and this 100 gone. So what remains? dp upon dq into p upon q. You can find this out. This is easy. Okay, so important was this percentage change formula. This is, we generally get confused in this, both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so this was the point to teach you today. My focus was basically types of markets and secondly the supply side. Okay, so again I am reiterating, remember we are starting a new batch of CAIIB, BFM, ABM and retail starting from March 28th, morning 6 AM to 8 AM. Okay, it is targeting the 2022 June batch, which is coming up, right? The exams in June. So remember, for that we are having 80% flat off going on for next 2-3 days only. Okay, so after that this flat 80% off won't be there. So crack your CAIIB in first attempt only. You just follow our classes and I guarantee you, you will definitely crack the CAIIB. There's nothing in this world which our classes won't be providing. Okay, so you can get 80% off on all these classes, all other JAIIB, CAIIB products. Okay, so thanks for watching. Follow our YouTube channel. Okay, I'll take the leave now. See you in the next class tomorrow. So now friends, something very important for you, very important and exciting. So what is important? See here, we have come up with a new batch of CAIIB 2022 target for June 2022, totally in English, right? Because the paper is in English. Okay, so that batch will cover BFM, ABM and retail, all the three subjects. Okay, the batch is from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. starts from March 28th 2022. Okay, target is June 2022 exam. Now very important part, we have a flat 80% off on the batch as well as all the JAIIB and CAIIB products. But how do you avail it? For availing it, use this code Y432. Always use this code, never forget this code. Okay, so you'll say how should I avail it using this code? See here, it's very simple. How to do it? Firstly, you go to, I'll show you the way how it is to be done. So firstly, what you have to do is you have to go on Adda 24/7 app. Okay, and in that app, I'll show you, just 1 minute. Yeah. So go on this Adda 24/7 app or this website, either of these two, anywhere. App also, adda247.com website also, or app also, anyone. Now once you go there, you will see this all the exams over here. Click on JAIIB CAIIB. Once you click on JAIIB CAIIB, you'll see JAIIB CAIIB, all the remaining ones. So click on CAIIB. Once you click on CAIIB, you'll see everything, all this bilingual English. So this is my photo and this is our English batch. So click on that. Once you click on that, you will get all the details. See this, when the batch is starting, how many days, 6 days, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., 28th March, English, everything you will get it. Plus the study material, study plan, 30 lectures per subject. Okay, all these things, how many videos of coverage, then 120 plus videos of coverage for ABM, BFM, then for retail also, 15 full length mock test videos. Then topic wise mock test will be provided, then topic wise ebooks will be provided, and everything for what? Even this is not the cost, 80% discount is available on this. Just click on this buy now, and once you click on this buy now, view offers, click on the offers. Okay, in the offers you put this code Y432 and you will get 80% off on the same. So basically, remember, what is this? This is an investment into your future. You are investing into the future. Okay, so see you in the batch. Be fast, because early bird catches the prey. Okay, be fast. Okay, chalo, bye.